Have you ever had someone give you the tiniest bit of criticism, or maybe they didn't text you back, or they seemed a little off with you, and your brain completely spiraled? Not just, oh, that hurt, but full-on emotional pain, replaying the conversation over and over, convinced they hate you, feeling like you ruined everything. If you have ADHD and rejection feels absolutely devastating, even when it's small or maybe not even real, this is not because you're too sensitive. This is not because you're overreacting, and it's definitely not because you're being dramatic. Your brain is experiencing something called rejection-sensitive dysphoria, or RSD. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what that is, why it happens to ADHD brains, and what you can start doing today to stop it from controlling your life. Hi, I'm Karen. I'm a certified RTT hypnotherapist, and I specialize in helping people with ADHD and ADD heal the emotional wounds and nervous system patterns that make relationships and everyday interactions feel like walking through a minefield. I see RSD in almost every single one of my ADHD clients, and I watched my daughter struggle with it for years. So if rejection sends you into an emotional tailspin, you're not alone, and you're absolutely in the right place. Let's start with this. Rejection-sensitive dysphoria is not just being sensitive to rejection. It's a neurological and emotional response that feels physically painful. When someone with RSD experiences even perceived rejection, maybe someone didn't smile at you, maybe your text got left unread, maybe someone gave you feedback at work, your brain doesn't process it as mild disappointment. Your brain processes it as a threat, a real, serious, dangerous threat. And here's why. ADHD brains have what's called emotional dysregulation. That means the part of your brain that's supposed to regulate the intensity of your emotions doesn't work the same way. So when a neurotypical person feels rejected, their brain might register it as a 3 out of 10 on the pain scale. Your ADHD brain, it registers it as a 10 every single time. It's not that you're choosing to overreact. Your nervous system is literally experiencing that rejection as if it's life-threatening. And here's what makes RSD even more painful. It's often invisible. You look fine on the outside. You might even laugh it off or say, it's okay. But inside, you're drowning in shame, anxiety, and emotional pain. And because most people don't understand RSD, they tell you things like, you're being too sensitive. Why do you care so much what other people think? Just let it go. But you can't just let it go, because your brain is screaming at you that something is deeply, terribly wrong. Let me give you 3 deeper patterns I see behind rejection-sensitive dysphoria. See which one resonates most with you. 1. A lifetime of actual rejection. ADHD doesn't just start in adulthood. Most of my clients have been living with it their whole lives, which means you probably grew up being corrected constantly. Pay attention. Stop fidgeting. Why can't you just focus? Criticized for things you couldn't control, forgetting things, being late, losing stuff, being too much. Misunderstood by teachers, parents, friends who didn't get why you struggled with things that seemed easy for everyone else. So your brain learned something really specific. I am always doing something wrong. People are always disappointed in me. I am not good enough as I am. And when you carry those beliefs into adulthood, your nervous system is on high alert for any sign that someone is rejecting you, because rejection has been your lived experience over and over again. Your RSD isn't irrational, It's a trauma response to years of actual rejection. 2. Hypervigilance to social cues. Second pattern, your ADHD brain is working overtime to read people. Because you've been criticized so much, you learn to become hypervigilant. You're constantly scanning. Are they mad at me? Did I say something wrong? Do they think I'm annoying? And here's the problem. When you're hypervigilant, you see rejection everywhere, even when it's not there. Someone doesn't laugh at your joke? They must hate you. Someone seems distracted during your conversation. They must think you're boring. Someone takes a while to respond to your text? They're obviously done with you. Your brain is so primed to expect rejection that it interprets neutral situations as proof that you're being rejected. It's called a negativity bias, and it's exhausting because you're constantly defending yourself against threats that don't actually exist. 3. Shame about being too much or not enough. And third, deep down you believe there's something fundamentally wrong with you. If you have ADHD, you've probably spent your whole life feeling like you're too loud, too impulsive, too forgetful, too emotional. Or you're not focused enough, not organized enough, not disciplined enough, not normal enough. And when you carry that shame, rejection doesn't just hurt. It confirms what you already believe about yourself. Someone criticizes you? See, I knew I wasn't good enough. Someone pulls away? See, I'm too much. I always ruin things. So RSD isn't just about the rejection itself. It's about the story your brain tells you. This proves I'm broken. This proves I'm unlovable. But here's the truth. You are not broken. You are not too much. And you are absolutely not unlovable. Your brain is just running old, outdated programming that needs to be updated. In my work with ADHD clients, I use what I call a subconscious RSD reset. Let me give you a version you can start using today. Step 1. Name the RSD out loud. The moment you feel that rejection spiral starting, I want you to say this out loud or in your head. This is RSD. This is my ADHD brain overreacting to perceived rejection. This feeling is not the truth. You are not dismissing your pain. You are separating the emotional intensity from the actual facts. Because when you name what's happening, you take away some of its power. You remind yourself, this is a neurological response, not reality. Step 2. Ask yourself, what's the evidence? Your RSD brain is going to tell you stories. They hate me. I ruined everything. They're never going to talk to me again. So I want you to challenge those stories with evidence. What did they actually say? What did they actually do? Is there any proof that they're rejecting me, or is my brain filling in the blanks? Most of the time you'll realize the rejection is in your head, not in reality. And even if there is real criticism or real rejection, it's not the catastrophe your brain is making it out to be. It's just information, not a verdict on your worth. Step 3. Go deeper with the subconscious. And for many people, especially if RSD has been controlling your relationships, your career, your entire life, surface strategies help, but they're not enough. That's where RTT and subconscious work come in. What I do with clients is, we go back to the first moments your brain decided, I am not good enough, or rejection means I'm unlovable. We release the shame, the fear, and the pain stored in those memories. And we install new beliefs like, I am worthy exactly as I am. Not everyone's opinion of me defines my value. When you heal the root cause at that deep subconscious level, RSD doesn't have the same grip on you anymore. You can experience criticism or rejection without it destroying you. So if your ADHD brain overreacts to rejection, it's not because you're too sensitive. It's because your nervous system learned that rejection equals danger, and it's trying to protect you. Start today with naming the RSD when it happens, challenging the stories your brain tells you, and reminding yourself that feelings are not facts. And if you know this goes deeper, if RSD has been running your life for years and you're ready to heal it at the root, I'll put a link below where you can book a free 20-minute discovery call with me, and we can talk about what's really keeping you stuck in this pattern. Tell me in the comments, what's the smallest thing that's triggered your RSD? A text left on read? Someone not laughing at your joke? I want to hear what sends your brain into that spiral.